mats and work on our jiu-jitsu today. We won't be done till I see sweat on the ground. Get in there and work. Now focus on wrestling and dominate the position. All right, let's switch it up now. Doing great. Next one. That's what I like to see. You keep working for that position, you got it. Nice work. We're gonna work on our wrestling today. You ready? Let's go. Beautiful level change. Okay, now work on your striking. Excellent work. Time for some wrestling. Let's hit the mats and work on our ground game. Now focus on striking. Oh, awesome! Keep those takedowns coming. Settle down there. Let's work. Hey, now we know what we have to work on. Don't worry about it. We'll get better. Today I want to see you control the clinch. You need to go through the transitions without letting the opponent get away. I want to see you clinch now. Big shots, right there. Time to get it in the clinch. That's the one. There's a lot more we can do than we did today. No need to worry about getting hit here. Technique, timing, accuracy. Let's get to it. All right, focus on striking. All right, mix your punches up with some combos. Okay, let's jump on the next one. Go. You got 30. Seconds. Nice, nice. That's how you hit some leather.
All right, so here's the towering heavyweight contender, Alexander Volkov, and we have had a front row seat to a lot of his UFC fights, a lot of his improvement. He's worked dutifully on the takedown defense. When this man is on, not the heavyweight you want showing up in your bracket.
No, absolutely. And his confidence is starting to skyrocket. I remember watching him comb his hair in between rounds while beating on Sergey Pavlovich. This dude is getting better, and if he learns to use all those physical gifts. How do you deal with a man that looks like he should be on the basketball court?
It really is tremendous. The only recent setback for Alexander Volkov coming against the interim champion Tom Aspinall. Big-time matchup and opportunity in front of the Russian heavyweight Alexander Drago Volkov. All right, here we go, folks. Alexander Volkov. Well, as much respect and appreciation as we have for the skill sets of the lower weight class athletes, there is nothing in pro sports quite like a UFC heavyweight championship fight. That is a reality. You've been there, you've done that. Baddest man on the planet putting that very distinction on the line tonight.
Yeah, the champ walks again, and he wears that proudly. Johnny wants to be called the champ. He loves to be called the baddest man on the planet. He is so skilled, he's so dangerous, he's so scary, and he gets up for these types of challenges. He intends to never let go of his belt.
He understands the challenge in front of him here tonight, but he has been forged by this training camp, the championship experience he has accrued, and we'll see if he can leave the way he enters as the greatest heavyweight in the world. All right, with that, the wait ends here. Both fighters have graced the octagon, and we are raring to go from a sold-out Etihad Arena here in Abu Dhabi, UAE. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Now for your main event introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alexander Drago Volkov. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the World, Assassin.
Mark Goddard, as good as it gets if you're a fighter. Probably the guy you want in there. All right, here we go, start of round 1. This athlete tonight trying to become, on paper, the most decorated finisher in UFC history.
That's a massive record. It's hard to believe someone could finish this.
Cone center by him there. Beautiful connection early on.
The way that he was able to walk his opponent into that shot was amazing, especially this early in the fight.
UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
Wow, John, this guy is an absolute grinder, and he imposed himself on his opponent, and he keeps the UFC championship.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 43 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Assassin.
Why, congratulations to now the most decorated finisher in UFC history. Might be time to change his nickname to Inside the Distance.
I mean, that would be a great nickname for a guy that finishes fights at the rate that he does. He started as a finisher, and now he stands atop the mountain as the most successful finisher in UFC history.
Well, when all is said and done, a lot of people believe Tommy Aspinall could go down as the greatest heavyweight of all time. This man has every skill in the book. He can do it on the feet. He can do it on the ground. He has cardio, and he's only getting better here.
He's getting better, John, and he's 260 pounds and in crazy shape. He approached Curtis Blaydes as if Curtis just did not belong in there with him, and we all know how good Curtis Blaydes is. Now, the dream is to see him compete against the best, John Jones, Stipe Miocic, those guys. But I believe that Aspinall is fine with just going out there and dominating as he has done every single time he's walked into the octagon.
This fight is yours. They got nothing on.
Tom Aspinall, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. All right, folks, here we go. Undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship fight, and all eyes are on the incumbent as he makes the walk here tonight, and he's enjoying every moment of it. Huge title defense beckons for him tonight.
John, he loves where he stands in the sport. He loves the admiration that comes with being the baddest man on the planet. He knows he's the biggest, he's the strongest, he's the baddest, and he loves it. And he prepares as if he never wants to let that go. This man lives for being the best. This man lives to be in the spotlight. And time again, we see him defend this belt as if his life depended on it.
Well, right, you lose this belt, it's essentially like walking back into your new life. He has no intention of suffering that fate here tonight. All right, both fighters have entered the octagon, and this massive fight is nearly upon us, ready to go from Anaheim at the Honda Center with one of the biggest fights of the year. Our tail of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for your main event introductions, the one, the only, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tom Aspinall. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Assassin.
Deep breaths, folks.
Ready to fight?
Here we go.
Ready.
All right, here we go. Started round one. The tension is palpable for more reasons than one. The record potentially is on the line as he tries to become the most accomplished finisher of all time.
John, it's one thing to win a fight. It's another
what
to
a shot
finish.
to the midsection there.
You gotta keep that elbow tucked for that body shot that puts you down.
Fight back. Fight back.
Back.
Oh, watch guillotine here.
And still the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world.
Unbelievable, John Anik. This guy is a superstar. And once again, he proves he is also the best in the world.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 42 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Assassin.
All right, we got to get on out of here and hit the post-fight buffet, but congratulations go out to him. He now has clinched the record, most finishes in UFC history.
This guy is dominant, man. That's the only way to explain what he has done. He has now finished more people than anyone in UFC history, and he should be very, very proud.
Well, it's been a long road back to title contention and a heavyweight championship opportunity for this man, but he has put in all the right work, and a lot of people give him a great chance to get the job done tonight.
You know, when you've been there and you get back here, it's not new. There are a lot of things that are familiar, but how do you change the result? How do you assure that in this time, during this chance, you ultimately walk away with the championship? He's been here before, John. The team's been here before. They are confident that this time they get it done.
And that self-belief is rooted in the preparation, right? He's got speed, he's got power, all the tools to wrest the belt away. We'll see if we have a new UFC heavyweight champion on that side. All right, here he is, the undisputed baddest man on the planet, the UFC heavyweight champion. And man, does he have all the confidence and the self-belief that comes with that distinction.
Yeah, when you're the baddest man on the planet, you are confident. You have to be a bit arrogant, a bit cocky. And that's what this guy has. He has been here on so many different occasions. This is like another night in the office, but you can never tell by the way that he prepares. When you watch him prepare, he treats every one of these defenses as if it's the first time he's fighting for a UFC championship.
No, you put that well. He has had that patented intensity about him this week, trying to occupy some headspace in the challenger. Huge heavyweight title fight is upon us. Won't be long now, folks. Tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for your main event introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Diesel. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Assassin.
One of the best in the business, Mark Goddard, is our referee. All right, here we go. UFC heavyweight title on the line. This should be good. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, might be trying to set up a leg submission here.
Well, he shelves that leg and he falls back. He will get the crevice of his elbow on the ankle and the lock of the shin as he's trying to finish. Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Champ, that's my nightmare, to have someone's knee on my belly. Side control now, able to isolate the left arm, and this could be the beginning of the end, DC.
He isolated that Kimura. Look for him to step over with his left knee, lift his opponent onto his side to try to get the angle to finish the submission.
Oh, that's gotta be it. Hang on a second. Beautiful job to his skill.
The level of awareness that he just showed there tells you how high level of this martial arts. He did it!
That'll do it, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
Just absolutely amazing. So many said that this guy would struggle, but now he has proven time and time again that he is the best in the world.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Honors called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 51 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Assassin.
So the celebration is on, and it figures to continue deep into the night for the UFC heavyweight champion and... Well, for a lot of UFC fight fans, when they think of face-breaking power, knockout power historically, they think of this man, Texas's own Black Beast, Derrick Lewis.
You know, Derrick Lewis is A guy that wasn't supposed to have this level of success inside the UFC, but now, as he is going on in his career, he has more knockouts than anyone in promotion's history. He has fought for UFC gold on multiple occasions. He is a guy that willed himself to unbelievable heights, and it was all behind that striking and that great power. If Derrick Lewis can land, he can knock anyone out. Let's see if he can do just that tonight.
Derrick the Black Beast Lewis has stepped into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. Nobody in this arena is sitting down, and why would they be, as this champion makes his way to the octagon for his final career UFC fight. He has the belt, and he would like nothing more than to walk off into retirement as the reigning, defending UFC champion. So few instances in UFC history of a fighter retiring as the champion. That is what's in front of this man here tonight. Man, what a crazy atmosphere inside Giannissi Arena here in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil tonight. The athletes are ready to go. Let us now see who will have the upper hand. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for your main event introductions, the one, the only Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Derrick the Black Beast Lewis. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Assassin.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. Good. All right, so here we go with round one. This man is a legend. He is close to retirement. Perhaps tonight will be the final time we see him inside the octagon. And if he can win a fight and take out a challenger like this, he could go down as the greatest of all time. A huge shot lands early round one.
I mean, early in the fight, he already had one. Oh my goodness, this could be a good night.
Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, you can get him out of there.
Well, he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt. He's got him hurt multiple times in one round. It looks like this fight should be over by now, but his opponent's still standing, and I think that speaks to the durability of the guy standing in front of him.
Early round action here. Captain Hook lands on the kickbox. Oh! Back to the feet now. Lewis gets to the clinch now, clearly trying to recover here. Man, he is wearing it. Oh, he shoots for a takedown again. Oh, and now a series of strikes are landing. Three-piece and a soda, maybe a couple sodas. Beautiful combination by him there.
Well, when you want to get to a high-level strike, you can't do singular shots. You've got to throw them in combination, and that's exactly what he did. Oh, triangle, triangle.
Oh, it's tight. Oh, nice submission transition there. So how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You've got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
Man, oh, big shots raining down. Lewis's nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC. Oh, submission attempts in bunches tonight. Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, from the Kimura to the armbar now. On the submission now.
Oh, he's got his back.
All right, champ, late round one. Already a few close calls. A lot of submission attempts piling up.
Yeah, and if you're not careful, at some point one is going to stick. A lot of scrambles. He's hunting for those subs. He's not aware. Something's going to get caught up.
So we crossed the 30-second mark in our opening round.
Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight. Another big takedown.
Round two is next. All right, back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome man we once knew. That gash is getting serious.
You're good. You're fine. We knew this was going to be like this. We knew we were going to have a war.
All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Lewis is really bleeding now. That cut is only getting worse. And another takedown thwarted there.
Oh, he's got him hurt bad.
Separation. Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion. All right, so just like we saw in the previous round, he goes for the takedown. He is once again unsuccessful. Surprised at the thought process to fight this way?
Very surprised, John. He told us.
Oh! Oh, and there it is. The story remains the same and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
This guy is amazing, John. Time and time again, he puts his skills on display. What a beast the champion is.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 7 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Assassin.
All right, so you heard it there from Bruce Buffer, perhaps his final UFC appearance, and you couldn't have drawn it up any better, right? Why would you come back for more after a performance like that? Congratulations, massive stage, numbered card, and man, did he deliver. We wish him all the best in retirement. Enjoy the fruits, my man.